Gearbest have kindly sent me another quad to review. This is the H32GH from JJRC. Quite an interesting little quad actually. It's not a very big box, as you can see clearly in my hands. It's almost like a little cube, to be honest. It's got a reasonable sized transmitter by the looks of it, and it's full FPV, and it's 5.8, so really looking forward to giving this a go. Features and everything on the side, I mean, it's just a normal sort of box as they do all of them. It sort of gives you a few ideas of what's coming inside. The only slight difference with this one is that you've got a lot more features and everything explained on the on this side of the box, so running through all the controls as well, which is a little bit different, so be interested to see about that. And then the warnings and everything on the underneath of the box as per normal. Let's get it open and have a look, see how it's actually packed. And well, quite sort of minimal packaging, I would say. There's nothing covering the top of the quad to protect the props and everything, but nothing's damaged, so it's not really a problem. Let's get this all unpacked and on the bench and see what we get. So this is everything unpacked, as you can see. You've got 4.3 screen here, so it measures 4.3, sorry, across the diagonal, and it's got a sunshade as well, which is rather good. This is just the normal one that comes with a lot of FPV systems. You've got a stick or rubber duck antenna, simply screws into the top there for the 5.8, so that's rather good, and obviously you can upgrade that by putting on a clover leaf or whatever takes your fancy, really. You've got a charge point at the bottom here, and you get this USB charger here for it, which you can either plug into the mains or into your computer or your laptop. You've got a blade changer here, so that just simply slides underneath here and you just pull it, and then that gently push it down gently and it levers the blades up. That's much better than just trying to wrench them out. And you've got the usual sort of small Phillips screwdriver that comes with it, and you could basically probably strip this whole quad down with that. Yes, you could take the body off if you needed to change it. Well, I got the quad in my hands. It's quite a nice robust little quad, and it comes with extra landing gear, sort of extended landing gear I would call it, but I'm not really seeing a lot of sense in putting it on, to be perfectly honest, because it's just going to add a bit of weight and just give something else that can get caught on the ground. You can just fly it like this, which is probably how I'll do it, to be perfectly honest. And the 5.8 antenna, which I think this is on the back here, that's almost looks like a little mini exhaust. Actually, it looks quite cool on the quad. Then we've got 4 prop guards, and they're really easy to install. You just simply pop them into there. You just literally squeeze them in like that, and then they just pop in like that. And these ones you could actually go up on a ceiling and it still wouldn't have the prop touching the ceiling, so they're quite a good little protector, I think. Got 4 spare props, and then you've got your actual battery for the quad itself. It's a single cell 450 milliamp hour battery, and I'd get another few of those because you can just swap them over, and while one's on charge you can fly it again, because that's only going to last a few minutes, I would imagine. And then you've got your actual charger, another USB charger, mains or on your computer, to actually charge the battery itself. And then onto the transmitter itself, and I'll do more in-depth on the transmitter. Basically it's quite a smart looking gold and black, so it's quite a cool looking little transmitter actually. So I've put the battery out of the quad on to charge, and I'm also charging the screen as well. And while it's doing that, it's a good time to have a go through your instruction manual. They come in Chinese and in English, so it's nice clearly laid out on each side, so you don't have double ups of the language, which I really like. It explains it really clearly actually, and the translations from Chinese to English are very good with this. And it runs through every single function on the transmitter, but I'll do those, show you those live so you can actually see them. Then we move on to one that's again Chinese and English, and this is all about the FPV screen, and it explains its functions and features and basically how to assemble it, but that's really simple. And then we move on to this one, which runs through functions of the quad and everything, but this uses a gaming transmitter, sorry, but we don't get a gaming transmitter with this particular one. You actually get a normal looking transmitter, so this is obviously a sort of generic one, and it runs through the basic operations, which are all the same whether you're using a standard transmitter or the gaming one, so it is useful if you're new to quads. And then it runs through your spare parts and everything, and troubleshooting as well, and that's in Chinese as well. As with most quads, you have to supply the batteries for the transmitter yourself, and that's just 4 AA batteries. Let's run through all the functions and features of the transmitter. First of all, we're going to turn the quad on, and as you see, you get flashing LEDs. The little eyes on the top, they don't flash, but the ones underneath do. Turn on the transmitter, and the default start of the transmitter is the throttle's on the left hand side. Simply go up and down on the throttle, and that means that it's bound, and then the LEDs will stop flashing. As you can see there. To turn the LEDs, oops, I might as well show you this bit. To turn the LEDs on and off, you simply press this button here, and a little light icon goes out there. And then to turn them back on, you just press it again. We know it's bound because if I press this button here, the motors go into idle, so it's ready for takeoff. If I move the throttle up now, it will automatically lift, and it's got altitude hold, so it will stop at whatever level you stop it at. But we'll go through that when we're on the flight. I'm going to turn those motors off. Your trim buttons are the same as they are on all other transmitters, exactly the same. You just click them over if it starts drifting or rolling, and then you get a loud beep when it's back to central position. To take a video, you simply press the video button, you get a beep beep, and you get the video icon up. It will keep recording until you press that again, another double beep. Take still photographs, simply press it, as you do with the camera, takes one shot and then stops. Your return to home is here, you press that, and it also puts it into headless mode as well. And the other thing you get is flashing LEDs, and that really loud beep, so you actually know it's definitely activated something, which I quite like. I like transmitters that tell you that something's going on. This is also your landing one as well. When you come into land, when you're close to the ground, you can press this button here and it will turn the motors off when it touches down. Alternatively, you can just pull the throttle all the way down. When it touches the ground, obviously, then the motors will stop anyway. You've got your flip button here, so you press this, and then to flip you use this one, forward flip or right or left or backward flip, and you get that noise until the beep, constant beep, until you press it in one direction or the other. The antenna is just fake, there's no cable or anything going through that, which is quite normal on these, but just to warn you, it doesn't have to be up or down. It's going to make no difference to your range whatsoever. There's a couple of other little functions here that I thought was rather good. It always starts with, when the default is when you turn it on, this is your throttle on this side. And if you want to fly with the throttle on this side, and you can do that quite easily with this one, you simply turn it off, hold down this left button, turn it back on, and you notice that there was an icon here that was mode 1, and it's now become here as mode 2, and then to bind it to the quad, up and down, and then this is our throttle from now on. So it's moved sides, which is quite good if you fly with the right throttle. I don't know anyone that does, but if you do, that's it. And if I turn this off again and turn it back on, you see we come straight back into mode 1. So its default is to have the throttle on the left hand side. The other interesting thing I found about this transmitter, and I haven't used one like this before, so I'm going to be very interested to see how it works, is you can alter the rates by using this dial. So you press down on the dial, default is 50%, and then as I rotate the dial, you increase the rate, so how quickly it will respond, how much pitch it will give you, or how much roll. I'll test this out when we get out and give it a flight. But you can actually start off quite low on your rate. So if you're new to flying and you want to keep it nice and close and you want to fly really slow and steady, you can drop the rates right down. If you're an experienced flyer and you want to fly at 100%, then obviously you can dial it up to 100% or anything in between. So I think that's rather good. To turn off that altering your rates and everything, you simply press the button again. To assemble the screen to the transmitter, it's quite simple. It's got a little sort of U-clip here that goes through this little spring-loaded slot. Just pop that in, and then it just clicks firmly into position, and you're ready to go. A little tip I do with these single-cell batteries that slide into the small quads like this is if you slide it in the way you're supposed to, the only way you really can pull it out is by yanking on the cable, which is not really a good idea. So what I do, as you can see, just put a little bit of sellotape or insulation tape, whatever you've got, around it, and that's what you pull it in and out with, and you're never likely to damage your battery.
Okay, so I'm going to give this a quick fly around the garden, see how we get on. My one seems to do that. I've connected it a couple of times indoors and this front right prop will just spin up. It's not turned on, but it just does it every time. I have no idea whether it's turned on or off, it will just spin that front prop, so I think there's something a little bit loose inside it. So flick the quad on. I'm going to flick on the FPV as well, and flick the transmitter on. That's it all bound, and that came up really quick, didn't it? It's really good. And it's 5.8, so it should be really good. Shouldn't be hardly any lag in it at all. So you should be able to fly true FPV with it, which will be good. I'm going to start recording, so get that going as well, and you get the countdown. Hopefully you can see that. You get the count up, sorry, with it. So we're all good to go. So let's give it a fly and see how we get on. So the rates always start in 50%, so let's just see how that goes. Well, not bad, I wouldn't say. Yeah, pretty good. See what it does with a flip. Yeah, I'm doing that first because I usually forget them because it's not really something I really that bother about. You can see the LEDs as well, so that's good. So let's just turn them off, show they do turn on and off. Yep, that's good. So I'm going to leave them off, I think, just save a little bit of power. And let's go into headless mode as well, get all the things out of the way. That's it, so that's headless mode. So I don't get headless mode at all really, but it's there, it is, it's there. So I've turned that off, that's good. Now the bit I really wanted to play with was the FPV as well, which was obviously important, but we've got a bit of drift on it actually, because there's not much breeze here, so well, that's it. Oh, I'm drifting the other way. Too much. Oh well, I'll deal with it. There we go, now it's holding. Well, that altitude holds pretty good, isn't it? Let's just give it a quick up. Well, that's good. There's a little flashing red LED that I hadn't noticed before. That's obviously, it proves it's recording, which is good. I like that idea. Now that's fully down, as you can see, and it descends really slow. Most altitude hold ones do. I wish there was a button to turn it on and off, which there are on some, but not on this one, unfortunately. So this is the bit I wanted to play with. So press this button, this dial, and then I can start turning up the rates. So I'm going to turn the rates right down first of all. Let's go down sort of 20-odd%. Whoa, that's full roll. So I'm going to do a pass at full pitch at like 20-odd%. This is amazingly slow. Look at that. Wow. Whoa, steady on. That looks like slow motion. Gee whiz, that's cool. That's going to take about a week to come back. If it comes back, gee whiz. I'm pulling that hard back and it's doing nothing. Well, let me just turn that. Whoa, let's turn that rate up. Whoa. There we go, I recovered it okay. That was a bit of a spin, wasn't it? God, gee, it is such a low rate. I don't think we went out of signal there, but gee, that was really slow. I'm not even sure beginners would like that. It was freakily slow. I think I put too much trim in. I had to give it a whole load very quickly. Let's just leave it at that and I'll just control it. I usually find that. I never usually trim them up, to be honest. It doesn't usually bother me. So I'm going to just pop that. And I'm going to bang it right up. Well, that's getting better already. That's 100%. Wow, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's nice. Cool. That's well smart. That's not going to be a very good video, but it's very smart to fly. Yeah, that's very cool. So that's the yaw at 100%. And that's the yaw at 0. Whoa, it does alter everything, that's rather good. That's back up to 100%. That is quite neat looking, isn't it? It's quite a smart looking little quad. It certainly goes some when you're in 100% as well. Okay, let's try out some FPV again. I don't know how much battery I've got left. I'll just wander this end of the garden. That FPV works really well. This, to be honest, the lens is a bit narrow for my liking. I like them really wide, and obviously it won't. It's too much forward facing. So as soon as you go forward, it'll give you. All you're seeing is the ground basically. But I'm just going to run that over there, which is best part of 50 meters. Let's see how we're getting on. So we're getting a little bit of lost signal. Ah, not too bad there. Crikey, no. That is 50 meters, I would say, which isn't bad. I think they say 100 or 150 meters. I think that's way over the odds. That's nice. Let's just do a bit of precise stuff with it. Actually, I'm going to drop the rates down just a wee bit. Whoops. Oh, it still holds it in. Whoops, the rates as we had. I've got flashing LEDs, so hopefully I can do. Don't know how long that's going to last. Oh no. Oh no, it's got a little bit of power. Well, that's a little bit of precise. I don't think those batteries have got a lot in them actually. Well, that's cool though. How long have we been going? Oh, nearly 3 minutes. That's not. Surely? I would have thought that was longer than that. Looks pretty cool, I would have said. There's a nice little gap there, isn't there, to try and get it through. Oh, there we go. Low power. Always make sure you stop videoing as soon as you can. Oh, that's counted round, sorry. Make sure you turn the video off, sorry, with my explanation there. Rather than just unplug it, because that can corrupt the end of the video and then you've lost your whole video, which I've had happen a few times. So just knock that off, and that was pretty cool. I quite enjoyed that.
So what do I think of it after having a few flights with it and playing around with it? I'm pretty impressed with it, I must admit. It's a nice little quad, easy to see when it's flying around. The control on it was very good. The transmitter worked extremely well. The range wasn't as much as they say, but I think, you know, manufacturers' claims for these ranges can be ridiculous, I think. And to be perfectly honest, if this thing went 150 meters away from you, it would take you all your time to fly out 150 meters and back before the battery was dead. So, you know, I think 30, 40, 50 meters is absolutely fine. The FPV worked really well, and being 5.8 gigahertz, it should work well, and you get no lag or anything with it that I could note, not discernible anyway. Really good. The transmitter was good, worked well. I did like the variable rates, especially if you're new to flying quads. You can dial it right down, so you can be really nice and slow just to get the feel of how flying a quad is. The LED lights work well indoors at night. They work really well, and in subdued lighting outside. And the camera quality was pretty good, really, for what it is. I think it's all works pretty well. Nice little package, I think, for a beginner or somebody who can fly quads but wants to now get into the FPV side. So, yep, I like it a lot. Big thumbs up from JJRC Reviews.